Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. I am here with you literally every single day of the year. Pam L., thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Wow. All right. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I go on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. A special shout out to Lucky Girl. Bless you. You have helped so much this morning. Thank you. But everyone who helps in the chat. And we've got a great community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And Kristen from Uncover the News. Thank you. So many great headlines today. Thank you. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. I do that a lot on YouTube, and I mean a lot. So I just need to put a little bit of moisturizer on my hands. I've got a ton of questions from you. I did not get a chance to organize them, which is the problem, so I might be jumping around a little bit. But I want to get to as many questions today as possible because I know there are a number of them that have been rolling over, and I don't want you to think I don't care. I very, very, very much care. So thank you. And yes, I did not have an opportunity to make a graphic this morning. I'll make one for tomorrow, but thank you. I could not have even imagined getting to 20,000 subscribers. So holy buckets, thank you. Seriously, my heart overfloweth. So, thank you, James. All right. Thank you. All right. Yes, I decided to go with the cute kitties today because I was thinking about doing kind of a, almost like a lightning round of readings to get through a bunch of your questions. Do you want to turn? Are you going to shade the lamp? Are you going to turn on, or what's happening here? You don't go that way. You go this way. What's going on? There. Anyway, one moment. All that, and I didn't sneeze. Anyway, and the last thing I will say that is not related to readings is I just want to say that this is getting to be an old joke. I know it's a very old joke, but I can't get over the name of this tea. It's a very good tea. Harney and Sons. It's Earl Grey Supreme. It's hard to read, but yeah, it's Earl Grey Supreme. I love that name. Oh my god, it's like so Pluto and Sagittarius, like mega and supreme and extra, and yeah. Supreme. Earl Grey hot supreme. Sorry, I'll stop now. Okay. Let me take take my tea bag out before it stews, grab my cards, and let's do some readings. All right, I think I'm gonna use, I'm being drawn to the Pulp Tarot, so we're gonna use that today. And hopefully I'm not gonna get too much moisturizer on my cards. Lisa Graham, is Picard aware? How long do I steep it? Honestly, not that long. But it's strong enough for me. All right. Let's do this. Sure nice. I got an email from them yesterday that is listing that one. Really? Oh, I didn't know you could sign up. I guess you could. I guess I never thought of it. But yeah, I've got a pile. Anyway, pile of tea bags, and I'm very grateful for them. All right, let's jump in. And again, thank you. Lucky girl, congratulations on 17,000 subscribers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually made it to 20 today, but thank you. Yes, I am grateful for every one of those 17,000 subscribers, trust me, and the extra 3,000. Thank you. Thank you. And it took me so long to get here. So thank you. All right. So let's go on to Holly. Let's just start with Holly Fielders. And like I said, I'm going to do some lightning rounds today. So we're going to thank you, lucky girl. 20, 17. God has given us 15. Crash. 10 commandments. Anyway. All right. Holly Fielder had a quick question about the eclipse, the big North American eclipse is tomorrow on April 8th. And Holly Fielder was asking, what is this 3 days of darkness some psychics are talking about in relation to the eclipse? I'm afraid you'd have to ask them, because eclipses have intense energy, but to be perfectly honest, it's just like a super conjunction. I mean, that's really all it is. I mean, if you've met somebody who has their sun and moon conjunct in their chart, whatever sign that is, it's usually really intensely whatever that is. Batu says, I haven't heard of the 3 days of darkness. I haven't either. No worries, lucky girl. I thought that was funny. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the first person who came to my, I know why it is, because I've been working on my astrology course, which is coming out beginning of July, by the way. July 5th and 7th should be the dates of the first two classes. But anyway, Friday night and Sunday morning. Anyway. Aries, double Aries, sun and moon in the same place, first sign. One of the examples I found was Jenny Slate. If you're familiar with Jenny Slate, the actress, the comedian, she's a lot. She's a double Aries, and it's not subtle. It's very much, you don't, she doesn't blend. Let's put it that way. All right. And you can do that. You can look at people in various signs who all have their sun conjunct moon. Now, if it's with the North Node, that if it's near the North Node, that means it's an eclipse. And of course, the nodes matter, but I don't know. Some people, I think, kind of blow it out of proportion, and I think part of that, honestly, is because the light gets so weird. The way that how much direct sunlight's being blocked, and how it's just very intense. But we get a sun conjunct moon 13 times a year. It's just not on the exact ecliptic, the plane that the solar system is on. So you've got the sun's on the ecliptic. Well, and you've got the Earth on the ecliptic, and it's quite often tilted, depending on what time of year it is. Our wobble goes back and forth, and you've got the moon going around. So it's not exactly parallel to the ecliptic, so it's higher or lower. So, but when you look at an astrology chart, you're just looking straight down at the top of the earth in Western astrology. It's not, you have to start, our astrology charts are not three-dimensional yet. I think that's coming. And so whether planets were on the same plane up or down from the ecliptic can be very important. We just haven't really had the math power to really include that as often. When you go outside during a full eclipse, it's just, it feels weird because the energy is so intense, and also it's just a weirdness of the way the light's filtering in and how much and all this kind of stuff. So it can have an incredibly strong effect, but 3 days of darkness to me sounds a lot like the sky is falling, the end of the world. Nah, we're good. No, really, we're good. Honestly. So, and quite often, people who've looked back at eclipses, they tend to find that they come in these kind of waves in meaning, that there are cycles, and so that you can go back, and it's called the Soros cycle. And this one, if you look at the cycles that came before this one, it wasn't so bad. So I wouldn't worry. Honestly, not at all. Just gonna be intense the same way if you had a what would it be, a new moon on your birthday? Great, but intense, but So anyway, stress not. Lisa Graham says, my sister is an Aries. I call her Xena. Strong and yet generous in her way. Yep. Yeah. I don't think she'd mind me saying, and forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but I was talking to Jen Lin at Jen Lin Tarot. She's got multiple things in Aries. And, she, like all women, she's had, her relationships, and some, I think every person's who has had multiple relationships in their lives, which by our age, people usually have, either serious or not serious. But, we usually at some point date somebody who tries to be controlling or what have you. And I've just kind of like a when you, the needle scratch, or like when you've got on a vinyl record where you've got the needle going and somebody bumps the stylus off the record and it's like, screech. I was like, what? Somebody tried to control you. You have to be a special kind of stupid to think you can control someone with multiple Aries placements. That's a special kind of stupid. That's yeah. Huh? Okay. Anyway. Lori Love says, an Aries blessed with a Scorpio moon. Awesome. That sounds wonderfully powerful. Intense. I think we'd be friends. All right. Okay. Roxanne, you're gonna get burned. Yeah, just that's a special kind of stupid. All right, let's move on, and let me start reading on the I'm going to start in on the political questions at 15. All right, so let's jump in. Let's jump in. Jill Dalton, NYC, is saying, "You mean my ex-husband?" All right. Trump posted gag order violations on his campaign page. Thank you, Kristen, from Uncover the News. All right, let's do the thing. Trumpy, Dumpy, Stumpy, lumpy pillows. Kiss my blank. No, that's Lindell. Still attacking the judge's family, huh? Because there's aggressive law enforcement. You're burdened by your own stupidity. But I think these are going to start with fines. Before he would do anything to Mershon, just before he would do anything to put Trump away, I think he'd start fining him more and more and more. Because Trump just wants to turn this into a circus. Lisa Arnold says, "I'm a double Capricorn, sun and moon. I can be a bit dry." Sounds amazing. I would bet you have excellent taste and you work really hard. Those are traditional Capricorn traits. The sign that carried at the darkest night of the year, the sign that works the hardest, was given the job of carrying the sun through the darkest part of the year and back into the light. Thank you for your hard work. Donna Cowell's asking, what good are fines? He doesn't pay them. Lisa Arnold, yep. Roxanne Elise says, "I'm a Taurus and completely harmless." Wonderful. So, yeah, I'm just getting, yeah, I know. What good would the fines do? Rosebud, a Leo, sun and moon. Oh, the queen. He's an idiot. We know that. Trump is an idiot. But at least Mershon's making some noises like he might actually hold Trump accountable if this continues on. I mean, he could. So to some extent, you almost have to do fines first. I mean, of course, they wouldn't do that for everybody because, yeah, two-tier system of justice. But I think they would. They would almost have to. It would have to be escalating. So the appeals and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, he's just going to keep pushing it. He cannot control himself at all. At all. So, all right, 1840. Yeah, if, for example, where was that? Because I know I had some other stuff. Oh, that's where it is. Because okay, so I put this in the wrong place. This needs to be above this or below this. Yeah, let's put that there. Put that there. Hit save. So, yeah, this is most amusing. At 1910. Trump is begging to be arrested so he can be like Nelson Mandela. In what way? Homo sapien sapien. Trying to think what else they have in common. Nelson Mandela could speak English. Much better than Trump. Was Nelson Mandela, he was multilingual, wasn't he? I thought he was. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't. Yeah. But anyway, yes, Lewis mentioned Dumpty said he wants to be jailed so he can be like Nelson Mandela. I think 27 years in prison is a good start. Yes. Lisa Arnold said, what's next, Gandhi? I'll tell you, look, I need to get my glasses replaced, and things do go by quickly on the chat sometimes. So when that popped up, my brain was like, what's next, Gollum? And I was like, what? It kind of already is. So Trump saying it would be a great honor to be jailed for a gag order violation. Okay. Then let's do that. Five of Cups, Chariot, Emperor, Wands. Oh, okay. All right. Here's the thing. There are other ways that there are various ways that a judge can go after Trump for blowing through gag orders or what have you. One of those things is to say, all right, well, obviously this is getting out of hand, and move up their trial date. That's one option. Or not accept motions. There are a number of things they can do, because right now we're very frustrated. Five of Cups. You know, there things that it seems like decency has been knocked down, but no, it's still there. It's still there. We just need to. We're also not seeing. I've got the Hermit behind that. We're not seeing everything that's going on behind the scenes. But then again, I know I'm as frustrated as you are. Trust me. So what I've got here is a Chariot. So things are very much going to go forward against the Emperor, who he's not, but he thinks he's that important. And this is him still running his mouth. He's not going to stop. Not. Just put it out of your mind right now. Anyone thinking he's going to come to his senses. I was actually surprised when I saw reporting on his latest posts or something, and he managed to skirt around what he couldn't say. And I'm like, wow, someone must have sat you down and explained that. But I don't think he can keep it up. Keep doing that. He's going to keep running his mouth. Then what I got this death card, but it's not real, not literal, I should say. What I'm really picking up from this is hair raising. I think the judge is going to do something, and I got this feeling like the hair standing up on the back of my head of the judge does something, threatens something that even Trump is like. And then Queen of Wands, this feels like his lawyers and everyone around him being like, okay, he'll be quiet. He'll not, I'm trying to figure out what that is, because I don't know if it's jail time. That's the thing. He also, he just runs his mouth. And if he was actually given a weekend in jail, or a week in jail, Don't put him in there for overnight. He'll just sit there the whole time scheming how he's going to spin this. There are various things you could do. Kitty Holler's asking, will they let him take his makeup bag? No. Feathers, I agree. They need to make an example of Trump. So what actually... Bratus is actually putting him in a cell for a while would have an impact. Yeah. Mershon is going to be like, we're done. Trump's fate is about to change because he just cannot stop running his mouth. He is who he is. He's not going to change. Doesn't matter what you do to him. He's been an entitled narcissist of the worst kind his entire life. And it's not going to change now. They will hit him with fines, and he is suffering financially. We're going to read on that a fundraiser last night, but 10 of swords, 10 legal swords in the back. Yeah, just stay tuned because it's not going to go well for him. It's not. So, yeah. And I do think one of the moments from the whole entirety of Trump's presidency, run for presidency, run for re-election, all of this time, I think one of the key moments is Joe Biden saying, shut up, man. So Lisa Arnold says, it's only $1,000 fine, though. Yeah, this feels like something, Mershon comes up with something that really, it's like they all go, ugh. But especially Trump. So that's what I'm getting. All right. So, be great honor. All right, I'm only going to need one of those. So, all right, next, let's read on at 2740. Trump campaign announces a record $50.5 million haul at Florida fundraiser. You didn't notice the three most important words there, because they weren't $50.5 million. The most important words there were Trump campaign announces. Right. Okay, yeah. Don't, I really wouldn't. Yeah, just no. Just, yeah. Yeah, Pat Lyle. I know, lock Dumpty in a room and play all of Biden's speeches since he was elected into office. Oh, no, better. Start with all the Obama speeches, then go on to the Biden speeches. Doesn't have to be loud, just quietly in the background. 50.5 million. It is the greatest haul of a political campaign ever. It's coincidentally exactly double what Biden reported he raised in a day. So suddenly, Trump, they raised exactly twice as much. I'm surprised it wasn't 3 times as much. Twice as much. Exactly twice as much as Biden did, because of course they did. Mm-hmm. Yes, John France, double plus $500,000. Yeah. Yeah. So that really happened, huh? Oh, it's a secret, is it? Oh, yeah, secret. It's a secret. The real number. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll find out eventually, but I mean, he had some people there, and they were willing to pay $800,000+ a person, or whatever it was. I mean, there were definitely people there with money. People who, for some reason, think that they can pay that kind of money to Trump, but somehow didn't Trump say how the whole country is falling apart and it's horrible and heinous and worst thing ever? And I'm sorry, how many yachts do you need? How many not yachts do you need, really? So, but we don't know. So Trump has not been doing well, and he's been bigly mad he's not been doing well. He hasn't been raising as much money, and big chunks of Trump's money have to go to his legal fees. This is suspension and like being shaken so that all the coins in your pockets fall out. If I had the time, I would explain that to the youngsters here who don't know what that means. But when we were kids, we had these things called coins. We had these things called coins. No, we did just losing money, not going well, hermit, isolated. So he found some people with deep, stupid pockets. However, this is aggressive law enforcement and a prosecutor. So at the very least, this money's going to his legal funds. So yes, I have this breakdown that I saved of it. Supposedly only 10% of the money raised is going to 10% of the money raised is going to the legal fund. Yeah, okay, so I got the quote from Trump, but do we want to read? No, not really. There are some. Oh, by the way, after the earthquake yesterday, was it yesterday, day before, whenever it was, the Empire State Building tweeted in all caps, "I am fine." Good. Yeah. All right. So, also about the equate, you know that Marjorie Trader Green said, "God is sending America strong signs to tell us to repent." Earthquakes and eclipses and many more things to come. I pray that our country listens. God is sending America strong signs to tell us to repent. Earthquakes and eclipses. There are 2 or 3 eclipses every single year. A couple weeks ago, we had a lunar eclipse, and then 2 weeks later, we get a solar eclipse. The timer. It's about the timer. Can you guys hear the timer? Because they can't. Downstairs, they can't hear that timer. I don't know why they use it. Yeah, Visualize 70. The Empire State Building also said, I'm still quite tall. Yes. Yes, John. Earthquakes and eclipses, those have never happened before. Although God was unavailable for comment. These are responses that were on Twitter. Adam Kinzinger is asking, this lady is in Congress? And the Sunday Divine was suggesting it was the Jewish space lasers being controlled by the Gazpacho police targeting the Peachtree dishes on Capitol Hill. So, all right. There is a website, Eclipse-Explorer. Eclipse-Explorer.smce.nasa.gov. And I'll try to put that in the comments when I'm done. But you can put in your, I don't want to show you my zip code. But you can put in your zip code, or that's Shreveport is where Sarah lives. She tells everybody she's from Shreveport. But you can put in your zip code and it will tell you what time the eclipse is going to be at the most where you are. So that's, and now, like I said, but it's eclipse-explorer.smce.nasa.gov. All right. And I'll have to dig through I will have to dig through my pictures for the breakdown, that financial breakdown. But we can end with one bonus picture of why I was up late the other night, because somebody was sleeping against my leg and I couldn't move. He was so happy. So, yes, Tris, Empire State Building. I'm still standing. All right. I have to do something about that timer going off. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. All right, let me make sure that's there. I'll be back. I am so sorry about that. All right. So, let's get back to the questions. Sorry. At 40 minutes, 10 minutes in. 40:15. All right. So, Melania actually was at the super fundraiser last night, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's the one thing Donald did that involved him actually bringing in a huge amount of money. So with a bunch of rich people, so of course she was there. Melania is what happens when earth signs go bad. There's good and bad sides to every sign. Trust me, I'm a Scorpio. I've heard it all. When earth signs go bad, especially Taurus or Capricorn, but Taurus, it is materialism. The most screaming materialism you've ever seen. Objects over people, stuff over, it's bad. So, Anne says she got to wear a fancy dress and prance around. Actually, I was surprised at the dress. It looked surprisingly decent and comfortable. It was a floor-length dress from what I saw. I mean, granted, the picture cut off kind of mid-calf, but I assume it was a floor length. But it almost reminded me of it was more like dresses from the 19 teens, where everything got very soft, and they would do these long, straight dresses with patterns around the bottom, but plain material, and then take some kind of small sash to bring it in at the waist. It looks like, wow. Anyway, Bretu is saying Melania is a gold digger. Oh yeah. Do you remember the scene from Addams Family Values? Was that it? With Debbie? Look, we're engaged. That ring. Isn't it from Aunt whomever's or grandmother's grave? And she holds up a shovel. She's like, yeah. I can respect that. But Debbie, what? Pastels. All right. Melania. She's checked out. There she is. Queen of Wands. So he's the King of Wands. Hence, you get the woman who's supposed to be beside him. I don't think she wants to be beside him. I don't think she likes him. And I think there's a small part of her that's a bit afraid of him. That's what it feels like. Valerie Cravat says, I'm a Virgo with a bad tendency to collect art supplies, tarot cards. Yes, but you're collecting basically craft supplies, crafting. I joke about it, but traditionally, Taurus grows it, Virgo crafts it, and Capricorn makes it expensive. That's, I say jokingly, but there's a grain of truth in there somewhere. Melania, burdened, howling at the moon. She's burdened with this jerk. He's out there trying to collect money. She knows he's in financial straits, and that can affect her. But it was a party, so yeah, she could dress up. I do think that was part of it. She could dress up. She could dress up. Mostly should just be hobnobbing with the uber wealthy. That was that. Yes, and I'm sure they were acting like teenagers, just so in love. Mary Smith says Virgos organize and compartmentalize. Oh, they're not alone in the compartmentalizing, but I would agree with definitely with certainly the organizing. So. Feather's asking how much do you charge for each each guest? Last I heard, it was over $800,000 a person. So, right, so it's in a good way. Yes, exactly. Like I said, there are good and bad sides to every sign, and you aren't just your sun sign. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. Anyway, let's move on to Travels. Had a question at 45. Why did Disney concede? Disney conceded to DeSantis. Why? Isn't the current head of Disney quite conservative? Am I right in that? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty conservative. Yeah, this is them projecting projecting some image of lovely partnership, you and your family, and we're all together, and Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Devil, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. It was hurting their bottom line. Whatever concessions they did, it was hurting Disney's bottom line, and I don't know this, but it feels like it feels like it was like, it's not worth the trouble, whatever, and let's move on to the business. Also, I'm assuming Disney is on the stock exchange. Are they publicly traded? I have no idea. I can't remember. And if you're publicly traded, you can get sued by your stockholders. That's why you get these companies that make really cruel, cold decisions. It's because their stock, you have to, the value of the stock, you have to meet these expectations of improvement in your business every quarter, every year, yeah. Yes, okay, thank you. Lewis says Disney's too busy making money to be worried. I understand. I see two people saying wow in the chat. Did I miss something? The star. It's a small world after all. Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. They've got shareholders. They've got financial things, goals they have to hit, and yeah, whoever. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know this off the top of my head. Whoever is in charge, we got a business to run, whatever. And this person's mind, it's on something else. It's on other stuff. Like, whatever, just do whatever. I need to focus. We need to focus on this and this and this to reach these goals. And yeah, I'm in meetings. Lots of meetings. Janus's cards were harsh, hence my wow. Okay, thank you. Corporate greed, ain't it grand? So, turn this up just a little bit. No, too much. There. All right, moving on. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience with me today. At 50 minutes in, Goral had a question. Trump tells billionaires he'll keep their taxes low. at the $50 million fundraising gala. Will this have an impact on independent voters? Will independent voters even notice? He's telling those people that he's going to keep their taxes low, which doesn't mean there's going to be less. It probably means that the rest of us pay more. Queen of Cups. Women are going to vote in droves. Trump is not going to win. Hierophant. 5 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Devil. King of Pentacles. Pluto's gone into Aquarius. There are some things we're already starting to see as Pluto's kicking up Aquarian energy. You will find that AI is one of the biggest things, but it's also, there are even some celebrities, musicians, people in public life who are really being, the secrets that have been held for decades are starting to come out about all kinds of people. That's Pluto in Aquarius. And one of the reasons all this stuff is coming out is the facades don't work in Aquarius. Facades built under Capricorn don't stand up in Aquarius. No. Authenticity is a real thing. So even if it's AI, it's like, well, that's not authentic. No, but there's a difference. It's someone you know is a real person, and if they're inauthentic, you're toast. So there's all kind of stuff coming out. So will it have an impact on independent voters? This is MAGA. Corruption. Yeah, the super rich. Okay. You could make an argument, and I will during my astrology course, but there is an argument to be made that every sign of the zodiac is a reaction to the sign that came before it. On the battlefield of Aries, Venus, who rules Taurus, the next sign, came off the battlefield and was like, I want a quiet village. I want plants and greenery, and or after all the intensity of Scorpio, Jupiter was like, I am out of here. I want to go out. I want to be in the sun. I want to travel the world. I want to see things. I want to expand. I want unicorns and purple and fun and all this stuff. I want to be out of that underworld of Scorpio. These people who are insanely wealthy, this isn't going to go well for them. It's not Pluto and Capricorn anymore. It's Pluto and Aquarius. So this is not how you win elections at all. At all. Just wait. Imelda says, I'm Pisces, the last sign? Yes. Yes. What happened? What happened in the chat? I missed something. Rob D says, vote blue this Rovember. Yes. Yes, thank you for saying that too. Oh, Amelia, I'm glad you like the kitties. I knew today would need something to brighten us up. Harvey says Uranus is great for shaking facades loose. Oh, yeah. He says it sounds like a Sagittarius. And all right, so so All right. Joanne Cleve was asking at 55. At 55:10. Dumpling 45 is calling President Biden out for debate. Will President Biden take him up on it? How dumb will it make Dumpling 45 look? Tam L says, you're so awesome. Oh, thank you. So is everyone else here. Very much so. Very much awesome. Let's all go to Chicago and have a party. So, oh, Lisa Grimm, are you headed out? Take care of yourself. So, the debate, Biden-Trump debate. Hermit. Crickets. Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is in the middle. Who do you think is going to actually prepare and who isn't? Knight of Pentacles. This is having your flunkies throw down the gauntlet, as it were. Make yourself look big. Anybody who's seen the very first episode of Red Dwarf knows where that line is from and in what context. Got to make myself look big. Spoiler, it's cab related. 2 of Cups. Biden would actually prepare, but Trump just wants to say he's the winner. He doesn't want to debate, and he knows Trump would prepare. And Trump is already exhausted. He has to campaign for the presidency. He's tweeting at all hours of the night, and he's going to have to start sitting in courtrooms 4 days a week where he can't leave, certainly for at least like a month, maybe 6 weeks. Yeah, he's just going to declare himself the winner. He'll probably go out and say, I won the debate with Joe Biden. What debate? I won. What are you talking about? 2020? Or what are you talking about? And you didn't win the debate then either. Nope. I don't see it. I don't see it. All right. Millie Jovich had a question at 58, and I might stay on a little later for any of you who can hang out so I can answer some of these other questions. So Millie was asking, will Ohio keep Biden off the ballot? Because there's talk about, they're talking about, the Republicans there are talking about trying to keep Biden off the ballot. Really? Mary Smith, yay. Oh, thank you. Oh, Pamela, thank you. Charles Schmidt says, President Biden will let the traitor just keep talking until his foot reaches his mouth. Mm-hmm. Oh, Barbara can stay. Good. 3 of Swords. They'll probably try, but the Supreme Court said you can't keep him off the ballot. So you can't keep Trump off the ballot. You can't keep Biden off the ballot. Boy, some dark clouds are rolling in. They're Ohio throwing everything out there that they possibly can, trying to find some way to legally do it, but I don't think that's possible. And they may, this is them. They're like moving around in the shadows, or underneath things. The mental image I'm getting, I don't know why. I'm getting like a bunch of little tables in a room. And maybe that's something to do with somebody's state senate. I don't know how it would be the governorship. I don't know what. But I've got this mental image of all these little tables, and it's like people are like hunched up underneath them and then like scurrying over to hide under a different one and then scurrying over to, and they're trying to find ways to move things in Republican advantage. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, that's a good one. Little scurrying rats, kind of like that. Yeah. So they're going to keep trying, but you've got quite the burden there, especially when women start coming out to vote. Mm-hmm. All right, if I turn this up, there we go. That works. All right, so at 1:01, Barbara, I just wanted to throw this in there. Barbara was asking, since the bond with the Trump bond, the Hanky bond was rejected, are the 10 days up? It wasn't rejected flat out. Hanky was told that he has to provide financial information to prove that his company has the $175 million in liquid assets to pay the bond when Trump loses his appeal. And he didn't do that, but there's a hearing on April 22nd that Engoron's having where they're going to discuss the bond and whether or not, I call him Hanky, whether or not Hanky is willing to come up with the paperwork. So, sorry, I have to bless Dad. All right, 102. So that was at 101. So we could have a look at April 22nd in Engoron, hearing in front of Engoron. Pat Laz says Hanky will back out. Hanky. I love that. Joyce Matthews says Hanky's having buyer's remorse. That's what they were actually saying in the articles about this. Oh, thank you, Harvey. Thank you. And says cash up front, total amount. Oh, yeah, plus a fee. And Hanky's already complaining he didn't charge Trump enough, considering what a pain in the rear end this is going to be. April 22nd, in front of Engoron. Isn't Hanky based in like California? So he's going to, I guess, have his lawyers come in, or he's going to have to fly across the country for this garbage. Yeah, when he said he didn't charge Trump enough, no, you really didn't. Six of Swords. Did everybody here see My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Do you remember when the groom-to-be converted to Greek Orthodoxy and was being baptized? And the main character said something to the effect of, he's so going to bail. He's so not going to, this is not worth it for him. That's what popped into my head. Hanky's just like, is this worth it? Spoiler alert, the groom-to-be went through with it, of course, because he's a nice guy. But Hanky's not a nice guy. Trump's not a nice guy. And he has to go to court. I hope he's charging Trump. Nine of Pentacles. Yep, that's Hanky. What? Two of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Trump is burdened. Hanky, his finances, he has to come up. He has to expose his financial situation. Four of Cups, Judgment. This is a refusal. This is not playing ball in some way. and big judgment that does not feel good. But let me see if I can get more information on the judgment. Charles Schmidt is asking, but will he get paid? Who knows? Knight of Pentacles. All right, well, that's a money courier. Maybe. Eight of Pentacles, working. He's going to renegotiate probably with Trump. Temperance. Seven of Pentacles. So why does it feel like Hinky keeps his own money? There's a Temperance here of, that feels like Hinky keeping his money. Has anybody else been picking up on this? Anne says the Hanky Group has 8 operating companies. Yes. Well, for the Emperor, plus he's financed Trump on some other stuff before. And this is, maybe he thinks the government's wrong for going after Trump. I don't know. But I've got a whole lot of legal worry for Trump going forward. Big. Lisa says Hinky will back out of the bond rather than be investigated. See, that's the thing. And I'm looking at this, and the front of this, your prefrontal cortex. It always amazed me that our prefrontal cortex, we kind of picture them as like the two big pieces at the front of our brains. It's only like a quarter of an inch thick, apparently. Our prefrontal cortexes are actually very small. Not small, but they're not these, it's not like two pieces of the front of your brain that are like two golf balls, like right there. No, it's just it. That's the reason I brought that up. The front part of my brain is saying, of course he's gonna, he's got the money, move some stuff around. Of course he'll go through with it. It's good publicity for him if he does this, and if Trump messes up, then Hinky gets more of like Trump's properties and all this kind of stuff for pennies on the dollar. It's, why not? Is it just that Trump is in so much legal problem that even this doesn't even save him? Because he's going to lose the appeal. It's just the worry. It's just there. It isn't moving. So CC Ryder says, actually, Autumn, Hanky is the largest shareholder of Axos Bank, the internet bank in San Diego that refinanced Trump Tower. Hanky did not directly loan Trump money for Trump Tower. What was his businesses? Lewis says, did he not think about the intense scrutiny? What a moron. See, that's why I'm surprised. Like, why would you do this? I don't know. I wouldn't loan Trump money in the first place. And if I did, I'd talk about due diligence. Tiger Seforley says, stupid criminals. That's true. Thank God for stupid criminals. Malting's Cottage says, Stinky and Hinky swore on a pinky. Hinky did a winky and sent Stinky to the clinky. Yes. That was awesome. Oh, that was good. Malting's Cottage. There we go. That's awesome. Oh, and the cute puppy dog. Hello, sweet face. Hello, sweetie. All right. Hello, Justice card for the reading. Eight of Swords. Lack of funds. The King of Pentacles are in the center. So Trump's in bad shape and things are being asked of, this is Hinky. because Trump does not have the money. There's Hinky to the rescue. But then I get the Emperor, because it's Trump. But I get the Knight of Swords, which is aggressive law enforcement goes forward. I'm not getting good. Holly Fielder is saying there are real questions about Hanky's company. Yeah, because the cards I'm getting are not good for Trump. Oh, well, shame. Sorrows, prayers. All right. Frozen Spud had a question about Canada at 1:10:45. Will we get rid of Trudeau this year instead of in 2025? Get rid of Trudeau in 2024, 2025. CC says Access Bank is not one of Hanky's 8 subsidiaries. Okay, so are you, CC Ryder, are you saying Hanky has nothing to do with this? Okay. Pam L., what was Trump in his past life? There are other readers who've gone into that in vivid detail. I don't know if I've ever even read on that. But do put your questions in the chat before I come on, please. Can we get rid of Trudeau in Canada? I don't know. I'm an American. Just full disclosure. Hi. Uncle Sam. My grandmother was born on the 4th of July. I miss her. But I feel like she'll be right there when I pass. She'll be right there. Dude, a hug. All right. Trudeau, huh? I don't know what the current I don't know what scandals Trudeau is in, to be honest. Kind of 6 of Pentacles. So please help me fill in the gaps here. Card for the reading, I've got charity or bits of money being handed here or there. I've got the Knight of Wands, which would be aggressive on the far right, being very aggressive, making a lot of noise. There's the Empress, which can often be, it's the country. 8 of Wands, again, far right, screeching. This is active movement by conservatives, but I've got a star card. So unless Isabel Vieira, is it Vieira? No scandals, nothing. Pierre is another Trump. Oh my gosh, is it really Trudeau versus Pierre? Lisa Arnold says, I haven't heard of any scandals involving Trudeau. Lois says, Trudeau has initiated a carbon tax, which is the country up in arms. Okay. Susan says, thank you for the lovely kitty images. It takes away some of the nasty taste of Trump and the MAGAs. And that is exactly why I do this. It's exactly what they're for. Lucky Girl says, oh gosh. Is it Polivra versus Trudeau? This kid says better to keep Trudeau if you want to be free. Well, the far right is moving. But I've got a star card, and that's a card of hope. And quite often is a card of democracy. Trudeau, 2024, 2025. Lucky Girl says I can't pronounce it either. And Lucky Girl is Canadian, so 2024. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't speak out of turn. You don't, that's not a secret, is it? That wasn't a secret, was it? I'm so sorry, Lucky Girl, if that was a secret. I didn't think it was. Please let me know. Is there an election scheduled for next year? Diane says, I'd rather have Trudeau, thank you. Sherry says it's pronounced Poilievre. Poilievre. Poilievre, says David Meinert. Poilievre. Okay, thank you. Louis Tavales says, Canada's big. You're okay. Diane says we call him Pee-Pee. Yeah. Lucky Girl says, no, it's not a secret. I'm Canadian. Most chatters know that too. Okay, good. I thought I had seen that maple leaf and you mentioning it before, but as soon as I came out of my mouth, I was like, oh my gosh, did my Sagittarius Mercury just... Sorry. Anyway. Is there Kristen is saying that elections can happen anytime. And Lois says anytime until 2025. The beginning of 2025 or the end of 2025? I mean, is this just guaranteed to happen in 2024? There may be some kind of carbon tax or something he's putting in there that could cause problems, but this is the rule of law. This is the Queen of Swords. This is the democracy, usually in the fall. Okay. And then King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's change there. Insult to injury. So there could be some, for lack of a better term, hinkiness. And I very much want Canada, I want to very much wish you a very safe, fair election. Oh, thank you, Charles. Isabel saying, please don't feel sorry for us. We're okay. I hope you stay that way. Strength. Okay, that's good. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Fool, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Okay, what it feels like is, okay, did he propose this now to take the political hit now rather than later, so he can try to make it up to you later? Does that make sense? Strength for the reading. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. So this is good stuff that's been done. Fool. Ace of Pentacles. So that could hurt. And that's rejection there, but it's now, not then. So I just try to keep your elections fair. That's that's what I'm getting. Just try to keep your elections fair. So that's all I'm getting. All right. At 1940. Oh, did you hear about this? 1940. You know how Dumpty was talking about, people talking about renaming Dulles Airport Trump Airport. You mean in this? Isn't Dulles in New York? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never been there. Isn't it in New York though? So the state where he can't even, Trump wasn't even allowed to start a charity for a decade. Where he was, oh, it's in D.C. Oh my, even better, the insurrectionist president. Oh, lovely. Washington, thank you. I haven't been there either, so sorry. Oh gosh, that's Washington, D.C. Yeah, the insurrectionist. Really? Really? So anyway, so there's talk about renaming Dulles Airport Trump Airport. So some Democrats have also, I believe a bill has been proposed. So the Democrats proposed a bill to rename a Miami prison after Trump. Dulles Trump Airport. No, I'm getting kind of icky feeling just talking about it. Or rename a prison after Trump. Echo in this whisper. Do people here watch a lot of Midas Touch and MSNBC? Yes. And House Sparks. Yes. And Stephanie Miller. And yeah. Travel. In the dark. So not. No, this is going nowhere. The Dulles Airport being renamed Trump Airport is going nowhere. We had our moment of hilarity, and aren't you? What is it that Jimmy Kimmel said? Isn't this past your jail time? Yeah. By renaming a prison after him. Better yet, why don't we have Jack Smith send him to one? Let's do that. La 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 dee dee dee. All right, so I'm actually getting a bit tired, but let me see. Okay, so that we've read on that. And yeah, things are not going well for Boebert. That's just a given. I'm not gotten any good cards for her. I think she's done. I'll just say that, just flat out. I think she's done. There was something being talked about this morning. I was thinking about reading on, but JFK Jr. I can do 123 123.45. JFK Jr. Honestly, I didn't even know he was still running. I thought he went down with no labels, but apparently not. He's going independent. Yes, Lewis. They should rename a porta potty after him. Seems more appropriate. Yes. Now I've got Madness's House of Fun going through my head. JFK Jr. Who was it this morning? Oh, was it Donnie Deutsch or Cohen? Michael Cohen, one or the other, this morning said something to the effect of, JFK is an anti-vaxxer, right? Wasn't he also a heroin addict? So vaccines are horribly bad for you, but heroin was okay. JFK Jr. RFK Jr. You are correct. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. RFK Jr. Probably say allegedly. Allegedly. Thank you, Louis. Yes, I know that JFK Jr. I apologize. I think it's my subconscious not wanting to read on this guy, but maybe I just screwed up too. No, I did screw up. You know me. I own my mistakes. Oh, I think somebody in my family's here. Ace of Pentacles. RFK Jr. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Anyway, I'm repeating something I heard someone else say over there. Because I think that's what they said. Well, RFK Jr., he thinks this will also, he'll be able to, it raises his visibility. He thinks he'll be able to make some connections. He has other reasons. You're starting out with the Hanged Man. This is not good. 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Yeah, he's, as the kids would say, Delulu. 5 of Pentacles. He's going to run out of money to run. There's nothing here. It's just peters out to, that's it. I don't have anything else. So, will he be a part of the 12730? Will he be a part of the, will we stay in long enough to be on the ballots and a potential spoiler? Because RawStory did a deep dive, and historically speaking, RFK Jr. being a legitimate candidate would harm Trump more than Biden. Do the cards agree? Lisa Arnold says his family is about 5 minutes away from disowning him. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Oh, Trump's going to be on the defensive every which way. Yeah, it hurt Dumpty. Star, Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords. It feels like RFK Jr. reaching up and like grabbing Trump's sleeve or trouser leg and just pulling. That's the mental image I'm getting. That's what this feels like. Yeah, it would hurt. Now the thing is will he stay in long enough to hurt Trump's re-election chances? It wouldn't bother me. Nine of Cups. Oh. 1 of Threes. Husband is here. Possibly 1 of 3, but 1 of 3's husband is here. Okay, I have to go down and say hello. All right. I'm 3 of 3, by the way. Will he actually stay in? I don't really see. He's not even really here. Other than maybe him running out of money pretty early on. Biden's going to win. I always get that. But really, I've got this King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. It doesn't feel good for him. But then this is just Trump. Mr. Trump. So, Julie, Wisconsin says, I'm one of 3 if we only count the girls. So, yes, Tamara, Borg, yes. Well, I don't know. I don't think they want me sharing their names. So, Mickey says, I'm one of 4. I get the phrase. Lois says, I'm one of 4, youngest and funniest. Well, if you're the youngest, you'd be 4 of 4. So, Cindy says, I love your 1 of 3 too. Yeah, so cute. Make it so. Yeah. And so I'm 1 of 3, and my nephews are there. I've got to myself, I've got 2 sisters, and then they each had 2 boys. So it's 3 of 3, and then there are 4 nephews. So Lady Eva says, I'm 3 of 3. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Diddly dee. 10 of 10 here. Oh, bless. Susan says 5 of 9. Nancy says 3 of 4. Louis says 7 of 9. Really? Lois says 4 of 4. Yeah. Excellent. Lisa says I'm 2 of 3. My twin is 8 minutes older. Oh, wow. Wow. Julie, do you number the grandsons by order of birth? Yes, but that's easy because my oldest sister had her 2 boys before my middle sister got married and then had her 2 boys. So yeah, 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, and 4 of 4. So, this is great. Grammy Deb says I'm 16 of 17. Really? Wow. Yeah, I agree, Imelda. Some of you grew up with a lot of siblings. Nancy Cassie says mom was 10 of 12. Wow. My dad was 4 of 7. Yeah. So, wonderful. All right. Well, I've been on for an hour and a half, so I'm just going to call it for today, and I'll roll questions over for tomorrow. But we'll keep this going tomorrow. What do you say? So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please remember you're not alone. Please remember you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right. Tomorrow, regular time for the normal live stream. I might come on again during the eclipse. We'll see. But I'll definitely be on tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. And tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, it's 1:49 p.m. here in Chicago. So in 5 hours, 11 minutes, Petty Boots Club. So that'll be fun this evening. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.